All right. I am on the wrong page. Here we go. So we're factoring by grouping. So that means, I'll do this one first. We make that plus a negative x and then group them. All right, Jose, tell me what you did on the first one. Yep, and leaving you with good. And the second one? Good. Very good. Notice those two are the same, which is what they should be. So when I factor that out, that leaves me with x squared minus 1. Cameron, now what?
And then since you keep x plus 3 and then x squared minus 1 is the difference of two squares, so it could be x plus 1 and x minus 1.
Very good.
X plus 1.
Yeah, either way. You're right. Good job. Questions? All righty. Next one, again, I'm going to put plus a negative x here. It makes it easier when I group. Jenna, factor out for me.
Factored out 4x squared. And you're left with x minus 4.
Good.
And then you factor out a negative 1. And you're left with x minus 4.
Excellent. Again, these are the same. So I can factor that out, leaving us with 4x squared minus 1. Then what, Justin?
X minus 4 and x plus 4.
This is not squared.
Oh.
If that had been x squared minus 4, it would be x plus 2 and x minus 2. This one won't factor, but the other one will.
It would be 2x minus 1 and 2x plus 1.
Yeah. You just take the square root of both of them. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 1 is 1.
Teachers, excuse the interruption. I need the following students to report to the office. Jacob Griffin, Jenna Brodell,
Woo, Jenna!
Antonio Amarez, Lauren Moore, Annabeth Hottinger, Grace Hopkins,
They wouldn't send them all down to the office.
Christian Plata,
Because that would make everybody else.
Jalen Woods,
I think it's something else.
Brady McLard.
I could be totally wrong, but. Alright. Now we're going to factor, but then we're going to set it equal to 0 and find the values of x. So we've done this before.
Also, I need Mr. Biddle's first period English class. Report to the office. First period.
Okay, it's all English. Okay, yeah. It's something else. Okay, so we're going to factor, and we're going to solve this. So that's why I set it equal to 0 whenever it says to solve something. So, what would you do first, Zella, to factor that? Yes. 3 and x is our greatest common factor, so we can undistribute or factor out 3x. Tyler, what would it leave me with?
It'd be x squared plus 4x plus 4.
Very good. Okay, 3x is obviously as simple as we can get it. How about x squared plus 4x plus 4? Jose? I put you on the spot. Sorry. We need two numbers that multiply to give us 4, but add to give us 4. 2 and 2. So it factors into x plus 2 and x plus 2. Or we can make that x plus 2 squared. Now, how do we solve? Y'all remember? How do I solve for x here? Or x's. What do I do with the 3x? Okay.
You do equal to 0.
Yeah.
And it'll equal 0.
Yeah, you set each part equal to 0 and you solve. Which really, I didn't have to write that one down again because it gave me the same answer, but I'm just going through the motions. So in the first one, you divide by 3 and you get x's.
0.
Thank you. And then I subtract 2, so x is -2. Good. Same thing. So there is our solutions. So now if you notice on the right hand side they have a picture that goes with this f of x. So for our picture, if you notice where it crosses the x-axis or touches the x-axis are our answers. X equals 0 was an answer. And x equals -2 was an answer twice, which is why it goes up to -2 and then it bounces back in the same direction. That's because that answer was twice. That's why I didn't go all the way through it. Then the questions that it asks us down below here is, what is the y-intercept of the graph? Where's across the y-axis? 0. Right there. And then it says, what is the constant term in the equation? Meaning, in this equation, what's the number that doesn't have a variable with it?
4. There is none.
There isn't one. It is 0. See the connection maybe? Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so let's work on the next one. We are going to set it equal to 0 and solve it. So we factor with our, not newfound, our newly reviewed factoring. How can we factor this? What will it factor into? It won't? Okay. Can I find two numbers and multiply to give me 4, but add to give me -5?
Yes.
What are they?
-4 and
-1. So what we do is that x to the 4.
Teachers, excuse
Make it
interruption.
x squared.
I need Mr. Biddle's second period to report to the office. Second period.
Okay. So we said -4 and -1. Now will those factor? Yeah. What do they factor?
Difference of 2 squares.
Yeah.
So it'd be x plus 2, x minus 2, and then x plus 1, x minus 1.
Yep. And what do we do to solve?
So it would be equal to 0.
Yep. Set all of it equal to 0. X is -2, +2, -1, +1. So look at the picture that goes with it. In the picture, does it cross the x-axis at those 4 points?
Yes.
Sure does. Good to know. Yeah, -2, +2, -1, +1. And what's the y-intercept?